Grew up seeing my brother make my mom laugh constantly, and I knew that I needed to learn how to make her laugh just as much as he did. And you would realize that my mom, you've hit the jackpot with her laugh, because she'd hit this really high Scottish note. She'd go, and when she reached that, like, ding, 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 I rang the bell, and then she'd usually pee herself. And joy was had with all. And so we always loved to get that. And my mom was also the most unintentionally funny person I've ever met. And the reason is because she was such an innocent soul. My mom was so innocent, and I love to tell this story. It's probably about 30 years ago, probably 25 years ago or so. And she came home, and Marty and I were around, and she came home and she called me a peckerhead. And then she called Marty a peckerhead. And she talked about some guy at work that was a peckerhead. And then she saw somebody on TV and said they were a peckerhead. And Marty and I kept looking at each other like, what is this sudden use of the word peckerhead? And I said to my mom, Ma, do you know what a peckerhead actually refers to? And she was so alarmed and dismayed when she found out it wasn't actually a woodpecker's head on top of somebody's shoulders. And then she was panicking. I've been calling people a peckerhead all day! And then my mom would, do innocent things, like she'd be in a pet store, and she saw this big boa constrictor and a mouse in there, and she's telling my father, "Oh, look, Reliance, the mouse and the snake are friends." No, that's not what they are, Mary. And then my mom could take, metaphors and make them hilariously mundane, like something, she would tell me that she was as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of armchairs. And I say, Mom, I don't think any long-tailed cats are nervous in a room full of armchairs. If she was trying to tell me about a movie she saw, and I lent her this movie, thankfully, or I would have never gotten it, and she goes, that movie, what's it called? It has that guy in it, General of Faraway Places. I'm like, you mean Master and Commander? Yeah, that one. We've spent a lot of time trying to decipher the things that my mom said. And you might think I'm being a little cruel, but this is long before my mom had Alzheimer's. This way predates any of this stuff. It's just, it's the goofy stuff that my mom did. And when we got a room full of mares or Bolins together, it was like the ultimate place to hear laughter. But you might be standing here while I'm holding this guitar, and it's not because we're playing anything. I just don't like public speaking without it. To know my mom was to know that she loved music. She loved to play the organ and the piano, and she loved to sing. Boy, did my mom love to sing. And one of the things she truly loved was when me, Ree, and Mary would sing together. And we thought we'd sing one more time in her honor. So hopefully we're going to get through this as well as we can. And, this one's for my mom. There are places I remember all my life. Though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. ocean full of people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them